Hey, whoa, accidentally suave. How's it going? Um, yeah, so I'm just hanging out, working on some client stuff. I was trying to find a YouTube video to listen to while I worked, but nothing looks interesting. So, I have these 4 illustrations that are kind of rush jobs I need to finish up. So this is my channel for all of my non-RefTunes related stuff. I should probably switch my switch my handle here. And thanks for following. There we go. These are all illustrations for a like a memory game, matching game for kids. That's right. Check my audio levels here. Okay. There we go. My monitoring device was set to an audio source that I did not have. Do you do artwork, and do you have a channel on Rumble? Sweet. The art cave. Found it. Followed. I noticed there's not a whole lot of artists on Rumble. I tried looking around and didn't find a whole lot. Of course, Rumble's also a little hard to navigate for me as well. When I signed up for my account, I thought I was signing up to have just like a page. That's why I named my main like profile name RefTunes. If I would have known that was going to be my like profile and then I would have to create a page from there, I would have named my regular username just Paul or Paul Cox or something. But I can't change it now. Way more than a year ago, huh? I do like that Rumble allows you to be monetized like immediately, whereas YouTube, I'm still trying to get enough watch hours in order to become monetized. So far, I've made about 20 cents on Rumble. It's kind of funny, but it's just nice that they let you monetize your work. I'm assuming that a lot of that comes from the ads that they play. So after this drawing here, I will have I'll have two two lighthouses that I have to draw. And then I have an illustration for American Gospel TV that I'd like to get finished up today at some point. Then I have some more animal illustrations. I have to create backgrounds for them for one of my clients. Busy day, but it's been interrupted this week by having to babysit for some friends of ours, as well as help out with our church's VBS. So I feel like I haven't really been able to get anything done this week. It's been frustrating. Michael Keane at Making Art and I are trying to get an artists community going on Rumble. Jay, hey, how you doing? Yes, I'm having a good day. How are you doing? Oh, Rumble rants are like YouTube super chats. Okay. And subscriptions. Good. So Michael Keane and Making Art and you are trying to get an artist community going on Rumble. Hello. Oh, getting lots of people joining in. How you guys doing? Let's see. Jay is doing good on YouTube. So I'm streaming to YouTube and Rumble, so I'm going to specify where these chats are coming from. Jay says, what have you been up to? I've not been up to much, just drawing stuff. Drawing a ship helm right now. Punky B, how you doing? Thank you, appreciate it. Or 30Z, hi. You sent a link to your friend. What program are you using? I am using Clip Studio Paint right now. This is my go-to program for basically all of my illustrations and comic art. If I have to do anything where I have to lay out artwork or like lay out like design or anything with text, I usually use Affinity Photo or Affinity Designer. I've completely scrapped using Adobe products, and so I only use Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Affinity Publisher, and Clip Studio Paint, as well as Procreate when I'm on the iPad. Yeah. So let me check something here. Cool. I don't do much digital art anymore, but I used to use Procreate for a while. Adobe ripped me off. Yeah, Adobe ripped a lot of people off. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm trying to fix up my scenes here. I'm using OBS software in order to stream on here, and I'm trying to find. I can add my camera. There we go. Device. Here we go. This way I can feel like I'm actually having a real conversation with you guys. There. Let's see. Adobe ripped me off. What device are you using? I'm using a Cintiq 24 Pro. Thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. I haven't been using this channel very often, but I'm trying to get on here a lot more. this is my kind of my personal art channel. I have another channel called RefTunes where I illustrate comic strips based on church history and stuff. But this is the channel that I use when I'm working on either client projects or other illustrations that don't have anything to do with my RefTunes comics. So this is just my general art illustration cartooning channel. I'd also like to start getting into like maybe giving some advice on what programs to use if you're starting out and things like that. So alright. So earlier I did this illustration here. These are for one of my clients. Let me just check the Rumble chat. Accidentally Suave says, oh, hold on. I don't have a... Just a minute, I'm going to get something up where I can add the overlay, feature chat overlay. I lost it. There it is. Hey, it works. There we go. All right. Let's read some comments here. Now that I'm done tinkering around with the settings here. What program are you using? Cool. I don't do much digital art anymore, but used to use Procreate for a while. Cool. What kind of so Punky B, what kind of artwork do you like to do? Which device are you using? I already answered that. Pop-up art session with Don Stevens and Nadine O, as well as Ryan Corden, are some other artists here worth checking out. So Accidentally Suave is talking about Rumble. Jay, thanks for the sub. Just wanted to get that up there. Appreciate it. Okay, is this going to be part of a bigger drawing, or is it just a standalone kind of thing because it looks like it should be part of something else because of the perspective it's in? I'm thinking you're probably talking about this guy. That's going to be a standalone illustration. It is specifically for a memory match game for kids. So that should answer that. Yeah, these are all. So here's a couple of the other. Where are they? here's another one that I have to do today, and then this one. These are based on actual lighthouses. These are for a client of mine, like I said. Okay, now I gotta color it. This is what I like about Clip Studio Paint is the fill tool. I can set it to close the gap. I can set the tolerance. I can set the area scaling, which is how much over the line it fills. So it doesn't just fill up to the line and give you all those weird little flicks and artifacts. Let me show you here. So if I turn the opacity down, you'll see that when I used the fill tool, it filled in the area, plus it overfilled so that it doesn't give me all these this halo effect on around there. So that's another reason I like to use Clip Studio Paint. It's super quick to color in, and then I just have to go in and tweak some things, color in some of these little corners that didn't quite get filled in and stuff. And you can fill in one area and then drag it over to the next area, fill that. It is super time saving. So even to the point where like I can have my wife or my kids sit down and just fill in all the flats for me. Fill in all these little areas here, and then it's ready for me to do the shading and everything. So let me get this all fixed up here, and then I'll check and see if I can read some more comments here. How about that? I'll do comments at the end of each stage here. All right, next stage is going to be the shadows. Very cool. At the moment, I've been drawing stuff like album cover art, but right now I'm making a little zine for trans rights. All right. Zines are like a thing from the 90s or something. I remember that. Those when I was a kid. I used to do art all the time, lol, but I stopped now because I find it so frustrating. You say frustration. I'm assuming you mean frustrating. Krita is a good alternative too, as Adobe says now anything you make with their software is now their property. Yeah, that's right. That's why I use Affinity Designer. All the Affinity tools, you just buy them outright, and they're only like $50 per whatever, per program, and the only thing you have to pay for is when they come out with an update for like a new version. You get you have to pay for it. That's all. Cool. Having to pay for stuff on Clip Studio was the reason I didn't get it, because I think it needed a subscription when I looked. Well, they do have a model that has a subscription. So this right here on my desktop computer is subscriptionless. It is Clip Studio Paint EX, and it is, let's see, version info. I think I have version 3. But I don't need a subscription for that. You do need a subscription if you want to, if you want all the new updates that they come out with. But if you only need it for like illustration, a lot of the updates, in my opinion, are not really worth getting a subscription for. What else? I feel like there's something else I need to say about that. Oh, the iPad version. The iPad version of Clip Studio Paint is a subscription. So you do have to pay a subscription for that. But on the desktop, you can get a version that is not subscription. So, just so you know. That was something that was very important to me, as when I was looking for illustration software, was something that did not require a subscription. So now I'm doing the shadow layer, which is, I'm using the wrong color. I like to use purple for my shadow color. So yeah, I was using Adobe, the Adobe CC. No, CC, Creative Cloud. What was I using? CS. No, I was using Creative Suite CS 5.5. I was using it for the longest time for free without having to do this upgrade to the subscription until I updated my Mac and the software was no longer compatible with the update that I did. So that's when I looked around for alternatives and I found Affinity. It's not perfect, but it's certainly the best alternative as far as a copycat of Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign, which are the 3 programs that I needed at the time because I compile a lot of my self-published books and things like that. Oh, some of these I want a different color because I want them to be like a brass metal type of color here. Do that, that, and we'll make that one a darker one. Save. All right, let's see. Accidentally suave. Well, my lunch is over. Thanks for streaming and chatting. Take care. Keep rating. I can't talk. Keep creating, and God bless. Thank you. God bless. Do you think you could show us more of your art if you can? I love your style. Thank you. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull something up. No worries on the delay. I know there's a delay. You're okay. You're a Vate star. What's up, chat? What's up? Wow, it's so coming together. Shadow process is so satisfying. Ooh, the yellows. How do you do that? Do what? How do I do what? I don't know. You gotta be more specific. Let me just finish this up and then maybe I'll pull up some more artwork here. Okay. I do not like that noise. It reminds me of Sharpies on paper. Cool. Gives me goosebumps. It's like cotton. I can't stand the feel of cotton. Like cotton balls and things. Gives me such bad goosebumps. So my kids are always teasing me. Sometimes I'll come to my desk and I'll find a cotton ball just sitting on my keyboard from one of my kids trying to trick me. Good grief, children. So I'm just kind of guessing where the lights make sense to be. Hopefully it's somewhat accurate. Shadow, shadow, shadow. You gotta work fast when you're doing freelance. Gotta get to the next project. All right, let me what? Okay. Some parents' kids. You blink, suddenly there's a masterpiece. Yeah, right. That's not a masterpiece. I'll just pull up recent thing I did on. Well, probably the most recent thing I did for my own personal artwork. If I can find it. So here's something I did in 2022. It looks like Little Red Robin Hood. This may have been based on a Inktober thing, but I'm not sure. So yeah, that's I did this in Procreate. I was using some textures and things, ink brush, whatnot. And then I have the, of course, in Procreate you can save the what's it called? The time lapse drawing of your art. If you go to just inktober.com, they have all the prompts there. Should make a big piece, like a ship on a shore with your cool bird. I think I do have something with a ship in it. Back in like 2016, I think is when it was. I was going to make a graphic novel based on the biography of John Newton. He's the author of the song Amazing Grace, if you've ever heard it. Let me find. So I started inking some stuff in real life. Do I have it? I don't. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it separated. So I scanned my artwork. This is sideways. That's the top of the page, the middle of the page, and the bottom of the page. That was a test to see like what style I would want to do and whatnot, but I passed on that one. So because I had some other stuff come up, and so that one kind of got shelved, along with a lot of other projects that I've had in my head. I have a lot of projects living in my head right now. That's just how it works, being a creator, I guess. A lot of things I want to do, but just don't have the time or the money to do them. And that's just how it goes. And so those ideas, they just end up dying on the side of my brain. I realized I missed the shadow area here. All right, I'm gonna call that one done, and gonna move on to something else. First, I'm gonna group these together. Group. Call that one Helm, and call this one Seagull. All right, let's do one of these guys. We'll do this one. So first thing I do is turn the opacity down, create a new vector layer, vector brush layer. And then I just start inking. Hold on. Something's wrong with my pen. I don't know why, but oh, there we go. My minimum pressure value was set too high, so now there we go. Much better. So just get into it. Now, to me, the key in illustrating anything is the line art, going from thick to thin. That was something a artist friend of mine pointed out to me when I was in college. Told me the importance of your line art. Oh man, that chat has gotten away on me. Yeah, I don't know who's watching. I just talk. I'm just gonna keep talking. Whether someone's watching or not. Um, well, if you're bored, there's other channels you could watch. It's fine. This is what I do. I just draw. This is what I do all day long. I draw and draw and draw. And I go live sometimes when I draw, so. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting anyone to tune in today. Since I rarely go live on this channel. I didn't even know. I don't even know how you guys found it. I'm thankful. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I can't, right now I'm working on a lighthouse. This is client work. What are you talking about? Disrespecting my channel's reputation. My channel of 32 subscribers. I don't care. Hey, thanks for the sub. I can promise mediocre content. These are going to be small illustrations on a deck of memory match game cards, so they don't have to be extremely well detailed. This was supposed to be some sort of boat. Just looks like a banana. Just shade it in with some hatching a little bit, right? Got some grass underneath for the shadow. This is a path. Save, and there's the line art for that one. Now for this one, so it needs line art. Coffee time. Going in about 10 minutes, no problem. I'll probably be done by then. Running from your mom's belt. Oh boy. Alright, well. Yeah, it's been good having you guys on. I'm reading through the chat and laughing. You say you're from Australia. That's that's quite a ways from anything, really. Is it already tomorrow there? Are you in the future? Are you talking to us from the future? Have you seen this boy? It's Friday, 2:53 a.m. It's a good question. Let's see here. When you do other art forms, what mediums do you like to use? I like to use, I don't have it on me right now. It's in my truck. I have a brush pen and a pencil that I use. So, yeah, I don't have any brush pens on me right now, I think. But, yeah, brush pens on Canson mixed media paper. That's the stuff I use right here. And so I have that along with some Copic markers. So I've done stuff like that in my sketchbook. What else? This guy was done in brush pens. I don't know if you can see that very well. And here's just a Luke Skywalker pencil sketch. With Yoda eating a sandwich. You use a lot of paint pens, and you're trying some acrylic paints right now. Very cool. Yeah, I also use Copic markers when I'm drawing in my sketchbook. But I have not had time to do that recently. A lot of other stuff going on. Hey Jay, welcome back. Really hate drawing buildings. But one way I've overcome that is by adapting or adopting a style that doesn't require my lines to be straight. So now if I have too wobbly of lines, or if my lines are not staying straight, they don't have to. Anyone ever skated? Yes. Your lines ain't straight either. No. It's not like I'm an architectural artist where I have to use rulers. Seriously, when you read about this, let's see here. Oh, Punky B, good night. Or, no, that says got to go. I thought it said good night. Having your tea? Oh, it does say good night. Learn to read. Good morning to you. Were you a street skater or skate parks? What tricks can you do? Flat ground vert. I need the tea, my guy. Yeah, I didn't really skateboard. I did the inline aggressive skating for a while when I was in high school, but that was back in the early 2000s. Actually, probably 2000. had some, I don't even remember. I think I had Bauer skates. And I would go to the indoor skate park and also find anything around downtown here that the skaters put soap on. I couldn't tell you any of the names of the stuff we did. We just jumped and tried to do cool things, basically, or see how far we could jump over something or whatnot. There's a double half pipe at the skate park that I like to go on, so it'd go, and I would just ride that like all night. It was fun. I remember the owner of the place would give us the keys and just tell us to lock up when we're done. So we were there till like 3 in the morning sometimes. And now that skate park has been turned into an auto repair shop. But I don't really skate anymore. I'm too much of an old man. Everything hurts. So you're all watching this on YouTube. How did you find this live? Do you guys subscribe, and did you see it in your subscriptions, or did you just find it randomly? I'm just curious because I've had more views on this live video than I've ever had on this channel. And when you're browsing YouTube, what is there anything specific that you're looking for? Are you looking for art channels? Or did you just happen to stumble upon this and see that there was chatting going on? You decide to join in. Curious. Oh, you saw it on your feed, clicked on it, liked, subbed, and showed your mates. Your mates. How was that? subbed, and let's see. Oh, you're British. So did I do it wrong? Well, I've got a Brit, and an Aussie in the chat right now. So you both use that word, but you say it differently. I just say friends instead of mate. Good eye, mate. That's how us Americans say it. Alright. Well, that line art's at least done. For this one, what else? What else? I need to check my schedule. See what else I have to do. Too much. Got to check the email. Okay. LA is your dream, huh? I have a dream. It involves never going into a large city ever again. Wisconsin. Oh. Okay, I see what I have left to do for my projects here. Some of these I gotta work on my iPad. What? Yeah, that's all right. Oh, you asked where I'm from. I'm from Wisconsin. Yeah, streaming this long with not very many viewers. It doesn't bother me. I'm just here to get work done. And might as well stream while I do it. But the rest of the work that I have to do is on my iPad, so I'm gonna call it a day. And thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys abruptly. So